What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be talking about the top 10 AEW releases of 2023 so far. So let's get right on into it. Alright, so this is just my list. It's not the right list. Yours could be entirely different. Mine could be the greatest thing you've ever seen. There's no way of knowing. But we're going to get started, and we're going to go in, and we're going to do number 10, and we're going to go from there. And I want you guys to definitely comment down below what you think. But number 10. Number 10 is going to be none other than the Unrivaled Jamie Hayter. This figure just has a lot of things going for it. The only issue is that this, I don't like this little flap right here. But as far as the paint work on it, the tattoos, everything about it just looks really, really good. And it's honestly a really solid figure overall. Number 9 on the list is going to be a little weird, but this is actually on my top most anticipated AEW figures coming out this year. I recorded this last December. And we have Mr. Brodie Lee in the suit. This is just a solid figure. It really does capture his BTE segments, and there's nothing you can really say wrong about it. It's so good. The big body works well for suits. You could use this, pop the head off, use it for elites. It's a very well-rounded figure, and it's honestly like one that a lot of people are going to sleep on, and it's so imposing even though it's in a suit. But that is my number 9 on the list. Number 8 is going to be none other than Ruby Soho. This figure honestly would be higher up on the list if it wasn't just that the female articulation is weird on these figures. From the paint designs, all the tattoo work, everything looks so strong and so vivid. The head scans both look very good, and AEW struggles a lot with head scans. This figure is top tier. And you really, you can't say enough good things about it. It truly deserves a spot on top 10 and probably is going to be on the end of the year top 10 list as well. Number 7 on the list is going to be one that was also on my most anticipated figures, and that is going to be the Walmart exclusive Wardlow. I love this figure. The fade they actually got right instead of on the unmatched version. The gear, the purple with the black filigree and the white designs, War Dog on the back, everything about this is beautiful. I love a good white gear. I really love a good purple gear, and I definitely love a really good white and purple gear. As you saw last year with my top 10 of 2022 with the Unrivaled 10, this figure is great and a must-have in anybody's collection. Number 6 on the list, which could honestly be bumped up higher, is the Shop AEW exclusive Jade Cargill. This is the second time we ever get the TBS title. It's a little big. We're not going to knock points off for that. But the face scan looks better this time around with the updated makeup. This one finally has the green hair that she sported for so long. And the gear, the teal with the silver and the white, it looks so good. Cannot say enough good things about this figure. The only issue is that just the female articulation is a little weird on these figures. But this is a really, really solid figure, and I was definitely excited to get my hands on a signed version of this and a loose version of this figure. This one's probably going to be higher on everybody else's list, but number 5, I'm going to do the Walmart exclusive Supreme Kenny Omega. The face scans look so good here. I love the jacket arms. You can use this for a lot of other figures. The nice rubber one-winged angel vest here, or jacket. It was a vest on his other release. And the look of the pants. Like, this is one of his more striking attires. Honestly, they all look pretty nice. But the red with the yellow, the white, the black, the orange, everything about this is just a solid overall figure, and definitely one that you need in your collection if you are an AEW fan. Just an overall solid figure. Can't say enough good things about it, and it really surprised me when I actually found it in the store. Number 4 is a newer release, and that is going to be the Blood and Guts MJF. This is a solid figure. Can't say enough good things about it either. It's just like, it's such a good figure, and when you clean it up and put like a regular torso on this, the metallic green really does pop on any shelf. It is such a nice pickup for ringside. You definitely need to go and get your hands on this. But who's ready to get in to the top 3? It is time for the top 3, and we're going to start off with a figure that could be number 1, but I'm not including it as number 1 because you have to add some stuff from another figure to it. That is the unmatched Malachi Black. This is the vest and the robe from the Supreme Edition. because that figure is top notch. This is a custom All Atlantic Championship or International Championship, whatever it is now. The only reason this figure is not number 1 is because this torso is too freaking big. It has the Daniel Bryan, or oops, my bad, Bryan Danielson issue, and you had to add accessories from another figure. But with this fix-up that I did for it, this is my number 1 figure of the year. But since there's fix-ups, it's gonna be number 3. But this is a hard freaking spot to beat. And honestly, now that I'm recording this, I wish this was number 2. But I've already committed to it. This is number 3 on the top 10 of AEW so far. Number 2 is another very, very recent release, and that is the Blood and Guts CM Punk. Now, we all have our opinions of Punk. Let's be honest. You either love him or you hate him. But the figure itself is phenomenal. The head scans are great, both of them. The chain is really good, even though it comes with both figures, you know. The only issue is that it's just a little too tall. But other than that, the figure is phenomenal, because we knew we were going to get one once this match actually happened. But I just didn't think it was going to be this nice. I actually didn't think we were going to get one entirely with all the crap that happened last year. But that's over now. This figure is really, really good, and I can't stand Punk sometimes as much as the next guy. But when there's a good figure, there's a good figure, and we have to acknowledge it, because let's not be fools. It's a solid figure. It's a really solid figure. But that is going to be my number 2 pick of 2023 so far. Let's get into the number 1 spot. Number 1 is kind of a runaway. This is by far the figure of the year. I'll fight somebody over it. And I don't even have all the accessories by me right now because it came with so many. But that is the Supreme Series 3 Pentagon. This figure is so goddamn phenomenal that it's not even close. Just the articulation is unreal. Some of the best articulation we've gotten from a Jazwares figure. The tattoos, the red, the yellow, the green, the black, the gold, everything about this figure, the 3 head scans. The only thing this figure could have used was a ripped mask head sculpt, but he didn't even have it in this gear. But like, this figure is so freaking good that like, you cannot come up with a complaint about it. It's so good. And it blows the competition away entirely. Rey Fenix could have easily been on this list too because this figure is so good. But Pentagon takes the cake as the top AEW figure release of 2023 so far, in my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. That is going to be it for today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and last but not least, have a nice day.